I just had to go live real quick about this little topic. Hey, I know y'all seen the little Tyreek Hill video. I know a lot of y'all done seen that Tyreek Hill video by now. Man, listen, I'm watching First Take, and I just don't appreciate Shannon Sharp and Stephen A's take on it. They are making it like black people are supposed to be more submissive or supposed to be one third of a human when getting pulled over, which again, I understand we do have these private conversations as black people, as a black man myself. I understand that you do have to be aware that you don't have a status to them. You know what I'm saying? It's boy, you can get any type of police officer. I ain't gonna get on here and start bashing all officers. I really personally don't really fool with police officers. But with that being said, I understand that there are good officers out there. I personally haven't really encountered a whole lot of them. I've encountered some okay ones, but anyway, I don't. Again, as an officer, bro, y'all got the training. It's up to y'all to de-escalate a situation. You can't say that this man is supposed to. You feel me? Like they try to say like, oh, Tyreek Hill was wrong because he said don't bang on his. Bro, I got a $300,000 car. Nah, I don't want you. You talking about you gonna break my window? You going like you just gotta watch the video to really understand. It's like man, that's fucked up. Cause like he said, if he wasn't Tyreek Hill, and then Stephen A gonna bring up the point, oh, what if he would have brought it? What if the officer would have pulled out a gun? Bro, why would you pull out a gun? Like again, like that just don't make sense to me at this point. Like the officer would have been even more wrong in that situation. What you talking about? Like, oh, what if the officer he would have been more wrong, Stephen A? Like that's what would have happened. Like I don't get where we trying to justify the officer's behavior because he's running late to work. Like you gotta understand the context. The man's running late to work. He's going to do a job. Like, yeah, again, he is an NFL player, whatever, however y'all feel about that, salaries, whatever. That's a different topic for a different day. But you gotta understand this man is running late to work, so he's already agitated. Like, yeah, you pulling me over, so let's get this done. You don't. I know you getting ready to walk up to my window. Like, why can't you wait until I roll down my window? Why are you in such a rush? You're doing this all day. You on your full 8 hour shift. I'm very confused. I'm going to work. You pulled me over. So like again, it's just like I don't understand what the real discrepant. Like I Dominique to me had the perfect argument. Like I could see the clear agitation and him and his voice. It was just like man, because it was like Stephen A. and Shannon both were trying to change the narrative. And I just didn't personally appreciate that. Like, man, how can you try to change this narrative to make it look where like Tyreek Hill is in the wrong? Like Tyreek was not in the wrong in this instance, in any form, shape, or fashion. I mean, I guess granted he could have had the window down if you want to say that. But again, it's not required for me to already have like that. That's never at least unless I'm missing something. Like I'm waiting for you to get here. I'm still trying to get my stuff together. Why are you so? Why do you think I'm doing something? Like you pulled me over. I got to get my license and registration and everything together. Why do you think that I'm just very confused, man. Like why is your initial reaction that I'm doing something because I'm in 100,000? Like if I'm again, then it just again the context. If I'm in a $300,000 car, do you think I'm riding around with it? Like, come on, man. Like it's bit like you feel me. Obviously, I'm in a higher status already. So why are you like you should like why can't I get some respect? As a athlete or a person. You feel me? Like again, even if you don't know who I am personally, I get it. You may not know that I'm Tyreek Hill, but you see that this is a very expensive car. And no, he didn't bang on the window, but he did knock on that mug a little hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't know, man. It's personally it's just like I said. I just didn't agree with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp's take this morning, just because again, to me, it was like they was changing the narrative, and I 100% agree with Dominique. Like again, as an officer, y'all got the training for this. Y'all are prepared. Y'all are the ones that are you know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? So something has to change in that form of fashion because like it's just crazy, man. It's just very, very crazy to me. Like how these officers could just treat anybody. And like I said, I just don't agree. Shannon Sharp got to me. I don't get me wrong. I fool with Shannon Sharp. I'm not trying to bash Shannon. I ain't trying to do all that. I fool with Shannon and Ocho. But I didn't agree with his take talking about you, an officer. You should treat an officer like God. Like man, he's a person just like me. He's on his job. Why do I have to have fear for my life if I'm getting pulled over for a regular casual traffic stop? That don't even make sense. Talking about you should treat him, he's God in that moment. I understand getting home safely, I do get it, but again, man, it's just like the climate to me is they were trying to say that we, it's again, as especially as at your status, like, bro, you can't come on national TV and say that you should be submissive and you should be like. I again, man, I don't agree with that, Shannon. Like, man, like, cause again, as a powerful black man yourself, if you tell it like you feel me, you got to think about the other officers. Oh yeah, we got him. Shook. Like you got to just understand the bigger picture. If officers see this and say that, oh okay, Shannon Sharp scared when we get pulled over. Just imagine the average person. So you got to understand some people really are power hungry out here in this world, and they feed off of that. Like oh yeah, we really got him now. And you're like, man, I just had to get that off my chest, man. That's all. I ain't mean to go too long, or I just personally watched First Take this morning. Did not agree with Stephen A. or Shannon Sharp. Dominique said some real shit. Like he was straight to the point. He got with it. But yeah, man. Y'all need to watch the Tyreek Hill. Like they got the full body cam video. They got different angles. Again, the officer is just wrong, man. Like there's no reason for you to be this aggressive. Like again, I'm late to work. Like I said, I'm running late to work. So yeah, I'm a little agitated that you pulled me over. Again, and I'm an average civilian. I'm not the one with the training. I'm not the one who had already, you know what I'm saying, who's been through this, who's done this, who's man, it's a messed up situation. That's all, man. To me, just personally, as a black man, I don't feel like we should have to act differently because again, not to be all extra controversial, racist, whatever, but it's just like, man, if you see some of these other people of other races getting out the car, they can they as soon as they get pulled over, they can get out the car yelling at an officer. You know what I'm saying? They can get out screaming, "Why'd you pull me?" Like, man, if I was to get out the car doing that, there's a high probability that these gonna already have his gun out. So it's just like again, it's not right that they can treat us just so differently. And the big controversial thing is the golfer. I don't have his name on point, but it's like you see him get arrested. He got treated. He didn't get thrown on the ground. He got walked off in handcuffs. Tyreek Hill got thrown on the ground, knee in his back. Like you know what I'm saying? It's four of them surrounding him. Like he about to really do something. Like bro, y'all pulled me out my car and immediately shoved me to the ground, put a knee in my back, threw handcuffs on me. Like started like really like just threw me on the ground to like you know what I'm saying, like it was nothing civilized or respectful about it. Like they just didn't handle that situation right. And again, if you look at a different pro athlete just months ago who got arrested, you look at a golfer, he got to get walked off in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? Dude just walked up and told him, no, you're getting arrested. You're getting arrested. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't get thrown to the ground. So that's all. That's I'm make my peace with that. Y'all can make your own decision. Again, that my point was Dominique to me won that argument or controlled need was trying to control the narrative where I saw Shannon Sharp and Stephen A trying to shift the narrative to not even gonna say cast blame, but they were just I didn't like the narrative that they were pushing versus what Dominique was pushing. Again, like the officers are in control of the situation. It's your job to de-escalate. It's your job to be the bigger person, to you know what I'm saying, to be the calmer head. There's no reason for you to be that aggressive with a civilian. All right, y'all. Have a good one, man. I'm about to get my day started. Let's sit on this one.